There is an argument to be made. Some people make the argument that this is actually the hardest boss in one. I watched Mikhail play the opening to 2, and here's the thing. 13-2?
Okay.
So I have read the plot to 13, and I have heard multiple people try to explain it.
What just happened?
He attacked a second time.
Oh.
And man, the plot to 13 is a bunch of garbled nonsense, and it's so hard even to keep track of, like, the proper nouns they're using. Because also it didn't help that they decided to make the proper nouns sound similar, like falsy and ulcy, and it's like, great, so now, as complicated and ridiculous as this already is, great. There's also that working against me. Yeah, the beginning of 2, and I'm like, literally, what is happening right now? And, like, part of, like, at the end of 1, do they tell you that lightning becomes a god of war in another dimension?
No.
Great!
I think that's implied at the end of 2 or something. 13-2.
No, the beginning of 2 is lightning is a god of war in another dimension fighting an ancient evil that's awoken. And I was to play for half an hour, and I'm like, look, Mika, we're half an hour in, I couldn't tell you a single thing about anyone in this game.
Oh.
I couldn't tell you what is happening in either dimension and what anyone is doing for any reason.
No, I thought in just 13, I mean, it's been a long time since I played any of those. I thought in 13, when you beat it, the Australian girl and the one that wears furs or whatever.
The lesbian?
Both turned into the crystal pillar or whatever.
Sure.
That held up the floating sky palace Draenor. I'm just making shit up now. And then didn't Lightning like sacrifice herself or something
She
too?
must have. It's really difficult to keep track of because I haven't watched the ending.
I only beat it once.
And, like, I remember there's a guy named Spoony who, like, I listened to reviews, and he was trying to explain the plot. He's trying to give, like, a series of video reviews, and he actually just gave up. He's like, honestly, like, it's not worth it to try to explain it anymore. I'm done. I give up. But yeah, like, there's gods, and you gotta do what they say, and if you don't, then you'll die, but if you do, then you'll die, but they won't tell you what you're supposed to do. That's how I would sum up.
They didn't say you die. They said you turn into crystal.
Yeah, you die. That's dying. I don't want to be a crystal. That's dying.
What if you're like in constant orgasm?
That's weird.
Crystal.
I'd rather. That's just heaven at that point. I'd rather not die.
Or is it hell?
Oh.
Because did you watch your homework that I gave you?
I did not.
Oh, then you would have a joke getting.
I would.
That sounds like something a German would say.
Yeah.
It's a joke getting. I did my cultural report in my Japanese class.
There you go.
I haven't gotten a grade back on it, but the teacher said something to me saying she's reading it right now and it looks very good or something. But it's just on blood types. Those silly Japanese and their blood types.
Yep. Great.
It's like Ketsue Kigata or something, I think is how you say it. I don't know. Good job.
Yeah, no, that was a scrap. That was as soon as he did that shit, I was like, it's not happening this time. I'm honestly wondering how many times I try before I say, I gotta do it next week. Because when I originally fought these guys, this is maybe the only boss fight in the series I did over the course of several days. Where I'm just like, I'm not doing anything, let's go die to these guys a few times. I die like 5 times, be like, okay, that's enough dying to them. I'll get back to that.
Did she just miss him twice?
Yes! Dude. Great. The long hammer comes out later than I think it's going to 100% of the time. Because he comes up, and I think he's just going to come up and swing it, but he doesn't. He comes up, and then he pulls back, and then he swings it.
Does he pull out?
No, he pulls in. Right in my face.
He must have a lot of kids. You want to play Zelda?
Not right now. Here's another thing about Dark Souls is that when this is the only boss that I ever stopped playing and came back to later. Because when I start losing to a boss, I just keep fucking, it's the ActRaiser 2 thing. Where I'm like, no, I'm gonna beat this piece of shit. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna beat him and I'm gonna stop. And then 10 tries later, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get him eventually.
Who knows? Man, you are just
Yeah, no, I'm in a corner right now. It's not something that you can do.
That's what you do with fucking... Is it Zangief? Is that... No.
Street Fighter?
Yeah, what's his...
Zangief's the Russian.
No, not Zangief, then. The fucking green guy, what was his name? Blanca. Spanish for faggot.
Well, he was Brazilian, but sure.
They speak Spanish.
They speak Portuguese.
Yeah, that's Spanish.
It is weird to think that Portugal used to matter in the world.
What?
During when they were expanding to the New World, Portugal had most of South America.
They've never mattered.
Portugal was one of the big deals. It was Britain, France, Spain, Portugal, and then the Netherlands were trying, and they never quite got there.
They thought they mattered, but they never mattered.
And then at some point, Spain kind of went in and roughed up South America. And that's why most of South America speaks Spanish these days, but Brazil still speaks Portuguese. Because Portugal never lost Brazil. Well, they lost it later when it revolted, because that's what all of them did.
Well, if you talk to my grandma, she likes to say them goddamn Portuguese.
Yeah. Are there problems with the Portuguese often?
I think quite a few of the orchard people around here are Portuguese. And the orchards are taking a lot of... Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think it actually might have been a thing. It might have been a little... He went to he teleported a little bit. I'm not willing to double down on it, but that seems like what happened.
The orchards take a lot of pasture away. Because a lot of places that used to be pasture are now orchard. Which... sucks for us since we have cows.
Yeah. I'm drinking. You can't do that. I'm drinking. There's a fucking cutscene and I was drinking.
Run! That could have been worse.
I wonder if I should just never lock on to Super Smaug. Maybe that's the ticket.
That's the ticket! Remember that?
I do.
You know what show it's from?
Saturday Night Live.
You know who did it?
John Lovitz.
Man, you're on it. Tonto, jump on it.
Speaking of jumping.
Oh, you are living nowhere ever.
Oh.
You better drink. After
Well, I gotta do this.
You're right on your no souls.
That's interesting.
What?
This weapon actually breaks his guard when I run. Great.
Always.
Well, he had a hammer in the way that time.
Oh,
I thought I was close enough.
Flask,
I thought I was close enough. Let's try to... Okay, good.
Trying to bait him?
Yep. I'm a pretty good baiter.
Are you?
Yeah.
We've already made that joke.
Oh,
it worked!
That is...
Not gonna work this time. It might work this time, though. It does.
Yeah. The running attack specifically gets him. I just have to have him not do something when I'm doing
Wow. You figured out how to cheat.
it. I did. Boom! Bitch mode! Hashtag.
Oh, damn it.
Welcome back. You'll also notice that I got the soul of Smog, of Smaug.
Do you get the other soul
if you kill the other guy? Yeah. And you know what? Actually, that's for the best because I do want to use that soul at one point. I know I haven't been using the souls for crafting, but you can do that, and I would prefer to have Smog than Ornstein. Oh, and there's a bonfire here. Isn't that something? And now we're gonna go see a little something. There's a little something's gonna happen in the story. A little something we're gonna see.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna switch back to the Dragon Tooth, though, because it's a little more useful against normal enemies. As soon as I go all the way to the bottom and back up, because I went in the wrong direction.
What an idiot.
There it is. Oh, no.
You gotta rest.
I gotta rest and level up, because I'm actually gonna do something dumb in here.
Well, and why wouldn't you just use 50,000 souls?
That's true. That's true.
You would be retarded not to.
I think 30 is the soft cap for strength is what's happening here. That's why the damage really isn't going up anymore.
Could be.
Okay, so strength is done.
Vitality would be done too if 30 is a soft cap.
See, what it is that it's going up much slower. It's going up at like half speed now.
Yeah. So now you gotta find something else that you want.
I honestly, endurance, because I would want more stamina, and I can
equipment load.
Equip some more stuff.
There you go.
See, also, maybe it wasn't obvious, but I put on Havel's gloves, so I look even dumber now. So
Does
let's
that
see.
mean that the soft cap is probably 30 and Breath Final Souls 3?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I'm kind of in that area, I think, and I don't know if it's as sharp as in 1.
What time is it? It's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna wait another minute and then I'll check on our lunch.
Okay, look, I got little boots now.
You look silly.
I do look silly.
You're just a silly muffin.
Alright, let's open up this door. What could be in here?
The sun. The sun is in there.
Yeah, the sun's in here. And a big-titted woman.
Oh no, it's frickin' Jabba the Hutt.
I'm Hitler.
Oh, you don't kneel to that bitch.
I need something from her. I'm just using her. She's the daughter of Lord Gwyn. That's important. Remember that. Oh shit, I may now warp between bonfires, motherfucker.
There you go. You can do that right away in 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that was something I didn't like about 2, but 3 at least, the areas interweave enough in 3 that it's okay.
I kind of figured it was mostly because, like, the first area was so far away from the shrine or something with the shrine.
Oh, sure, because you have to level up at the shrine. That's why they did it, because they wanted the shrine to be the home base. Anyway, so this was like...
Can you kill her?
Spoilers. I might be setting up for something. This was like the Mount Olympus of Dark Souls, basically. Like Lord Gwyn, who was like Lord of the Humans, but also the guy who like had the fire and masterminded the plot to kill the dragons. And this is supposedly his daughter, but if you look at some pieces of equipment, you'll learn that his daughter has actually disappeared a long time ago. And then also, there's a thing about how, like, there's a sun, right? Because we saw Solaire praise the sun, and it, like, doesn't make a lot of sense for the sun to be there, I think. I'm not clear on what the problem with the sun being there is. But you can piece a few things together and maybe figure out that, gee, this really doesn't make a lot of sense at all. And so now I'll wait for Nick to get back from taking a pizza out of the oven, because I've never done this before. In my playthrough, I knew a few of these things, but I didn't put it all together, and I certainly wasn't going to come back here and smash her face in with a dragon tooth. So we're just going to see what happens.
Do you have oven mitts somewhere?
Yeah, it's in the top drawer.
Found it.
You did it.